Some absolutely seismic quotes from Mo Salah after Liverpool's 3-3 draw at Leeds United, speaking in the mix zone, a game that he wasn't even involved in because he was on the bench. Let's speak to our chief correspondent, Arne Slot, who joins us live now.
I couldn't believe it, but it's a very disappointing result for us as a team because we expect to win a game like that. We managed to score 2 goals in the beginning, and the game was going our direction, but and I think we consider silly goals, same as we did before while I'm playing. So I'm not, nobody can take it. I'm attacking my teammates or something because I'm on the bench. But we consider the same silly goals as we did before. So we have to just try to keep the clean sheet and win games.
When you say you couldn't believe it, what couldn't you believe?
I'm sitting on the bench for 90 minutes. I think that's the third time I'm in the bench. I think it's my first time in my career, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years, and especially last season. Sitting on the bench, I don't know why. Seems like a club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it. I think it's very clear that someone wants me to get all the blame. The club promised me in the summer for a lot of promises and nothing. So far, I'm in the bench 3 games, so I can't say that they keep the promise. And I said that many times before. I had a good relationship with the manager, and out of the sudden, we don't have any relationship. I don't know why. It seems to me, how I see it, it's someone doesn't want me in the club. But again, this club, I always support it. My kids will always support it. I love the club so much, and I will always do. Now I called my mom yesterday because I knew you guys didn't know that I'm gonna start or not, but I knew. Yeah. I called my mom and dad yesterday. I told them come to Brighton game. It doesn't matter if I play or not. I'm gonna enjoy it. We'll see what's gonna happen, but in my head, I'm going to enjoy that game if I played or not, if I'm in the bench or not, because I don't know what's gonna happen now. So I'm just gonna be in Anfield, say goodbye to the fans, going to Africa Cup, because I don't know what's gonna happen when I'm there. So,
what do you do with the situation now, Mohamed?
It's not acceptable for me, to be fair. Like, I don't know why that happened always to me. Like, I don't get it. I think if I'm somewhere else, every club will protect his player. I don't know why I'm in that situation now. But again, it's how I see it now. It's like you throw Mo under the bus because he's a problem in the team now. But I don't think I'm the problem. I have done so much for this club to get the respect I want to get, and I don't have to go every day fighting for my position because I earn it. People will say, you're not bigger than. I'm not bigger than anyone. I earn my position. This is football. Yeah. So it is what it is.
When you say that about the Brighton game, you mean that possibly it could, be a last game you consider your future in January, perhaps?
Yeah, in football you never know, but I don't accept the situation, to be fair. Again, I've done so much for this club.
Is that what's so frustrating for you? Because you've done something?
Absolutely. Last season, I'm sorry, with all the respect, I love everyone.
To react to what was an extraordinary exchange, Carve, between Mo Salah and the journalists that were there, getting comment from him. And I'll just put one quote to you in particular. There seems like perhaps the most polemic. It seems like the club has thrown me under the bus. That is how I'm feeling. I think it is very clear that someone wanted me to get all of the blame. What do you make of what Mo Salah has said this evening?
Look, I think he is somebody who's very emotional. I think most people in football would say that he has reacted in the wrong way to being dropped. Every footballer is dropped during their career. You have to deal with it. You have to carry on giving 100% in training. And you've got to prove that you deserve your place back in the team. To do what Mo Salah has done is something that very few footballers in the modern age would do. And just to give you an idea of how this interview came about, he didn't play in the game against Leeds, the 3rd game in a row that he hasn't been in the starting 11. Now, after games, all players have to walk through an area called the mix zone. Now, if you haven't played in the game, more often than not, journalists won't even bother asking to speak to you because you didn't play in the game. There's no point talking to you. But this is not the first time that Mo Salah has stopped to speak in the mix zone, when he has had a message that he wants to get across. I remember last season, for instance, he stopped to talk about the fact that he hadn't been offered a new contract. But what he did today was even more sensational. I mean, just some of the quotes he's come up with, accusing Liverpool of throwing him under the bus, accusing the club of breaking promises to him, saying that he'd called up his parents on Friday to tell them to come to the Brighton game, because if he was playing, that would probably be his chance to say goodbye to the Liverpool fans. I mean, I think we've rarely seen somebody give such an emotional interview. I mean, he came out and said, somebody at the club does not want me here. Somebody does not want me at the club. I think the way Liverpool will react to this and handle this will be very interesting, because I think perhaps the best course of action would just be to say, look, Mo is very emotional. He's obviously very, very upset at being dropped. But no footballer, no matter how good you are or how great you are in Mo Salah's case, can behave like this when you're contracted to a club.
Liverpool were rocked by a wave of controversy as Mohamed Salah's frustrations spilled into the spotlight. Reports suggest the Egyptian star felt unfairly singled out, believing Arne Slot threw him under the bus after a turbulent performance. What started as a quiet disagreement quickly escalated, with Salah's camp allegedly voicing sharp criticism as tensions rose inside the dressing room. Fans were left stunned as whispers of a rift spread across social media, fueling debates over whether the relationship between manager and talisman is beginning to crack under pressure. Meanwhile, Slot maintained a calmer stance, insisting his comments were taken out of context and aimed at rallying the squad rather than blaming individuals. The manager's response, measured but firm, added even more intrigue to an already dramatic situation. Former players and pundits jumped in, offering mixed reactions. Some backed Salah's fiery passion, while others praised Slot's leadership approach. With emotions high and narratives clashing, the story has turned into one of the most gripping talking points of Liverpool's season.